What's good? What's good? What's good in the hood? It's your boy Carcino here, and once again it's on. Once again it's on. Now, I've avoided really talking about this Travis Scott situation because it's a tragedy. You know, it's a lot of people gone, but it makes me sick to my stomach. It really do. That's why I try to avoid talking about it as much as possible because it just makes me sick to my stomach. This is the most probably racist thing I have seen of a public lynching of a person. And it's being allowed. Our own people are allowing this shit. That's what makes it even more frustrating. I'm so disappointed and angry to even see that. You feel me? It angers me and disappoints me to see that as a fact. That we will come out and crucify our own people, knowing all we know that has happened in this country. Anybody who know about the Astroworld situation, why, and I'm just asking the question, because a man asking a question, why? Why on God's green earth are you doing this? Seriously. Why are you doing this? This makes no sense. None whatsoever. Y'all know Travis Scott is not the event planner. Oh, sorry about that. Live Nation, right? They were the ones who was responsible for putting the event together. Live Nation. Those billionaires. They're known for putting this whole show together. Why is everybody blaming Travis Scott? Nothing Travis Scott did is the reason why any of this stuff happened. Nothing. People were passing out and doing stuff before he even took the stage. Why is everybody trying to boo and cancel Travis Scott? Travis Scott is one rap artist that has never really been in any trouble, with guns and doing all this other craziness. No, they have gone and they just basically put on TV. Some guy, I already saw that no good manager he had. He left me to die in a basement. They're basically trying to convict him when he's not even been arrested, he's not even been put on trial, nothing, because he hasn't done anything. They refuse to show you the video of him saying, hey, look, somebody's passed out, get them some help. They're going back 4 or 5 years ago. I remember in 2014, somebody was hanging off of a balcony and he told them, hey, go ahead and drive, they'll catch you. I mean, he's probably trying to save the guy's life because the guy was hanging from a balcony. But again, Travis Scott is not the one putting these concerts together. Whoever is setting up these events, those are the people that need to be held responsible for what happened to those people at Astroworld, that whole concert in Houston, that event needed to be handled better by the people that put the event together. People are not looking at the real issue. They're looking at the smoke screen that they're giving you. This DJ was playing Travis Scott. They start booing the DJ till he changed the record, telling him don't play Travis Scott music. Man, I wish somebody would. I'd have been like, and the next song will be Travis Scott. And even though I don't like this song, I'm gonna play it again just because it's Travis Scott. Let it be known, don't ever tell the DJ what to play. Now, oh man, people are just nuts, man. And it's sad. We've turned into drones. Now, I remember that same show, right? It was like 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Before anyone really was on the stage, a lot of people who was there rushed the barricades and they came through. And it was a stampede of people. The police came with their horses, but they couldn't even get people to stop. This is at 2 in the afternoon before anybody even got on the stage. What does that have to do with Travis Scott? They was like, well, Travis Scott, he performed 37. Do you know what it's like for an artist on stage looking out at the crowd? Back up and point a flashlight at your face. All right? Point a flashlight at your face, and you got to look right at the light and look on the sides and see what all you can see on the sides. You probably can't see half of the people even waving their hands. Because all of the bright lights is on you. You can barely see out into the crowd. I know because I've been on stage during a performance of somebody, hip-hop artist. And once I was on stage, you can't really see anything until it really gets right up on you. You can't see who's in the balcony. You can't see somebody 4 seats, 5 seats back. You see a big bright light. And then you see like shadow figures. Can't really make out hardly anybody in the crowd. And I was like, this is what it's like on stage? You can't see. So, naturally, it's a tragic situation. But when people are being told is look at Travis Scott. This is Travis Scott. And who is responsible for doing that? The same people who are supposed to be the guys that put it together. What they engineered and put together, right? Because Travis Scott didn't come on stage till about 9 o'clock. And they said they warned Travis Scott, allegedly, that there was an emergency out there. Be careful. Now, if that was the thing, right? It cost $5 million for what I heard to build the stage that he had done and all of that stuff that they played on. It cost $5 million to build that Astroworld. And all the early acts played on that same stage. while the other stage was empty. So that was Travis' own stage. That cost $5 million to build. He had it set up to become the whole thing it was. A half hour before they started playing, on the screens near the stage, there was a countdown. So, people get excited when they start seeing a countdown. None of that's wrong. But if you're the Houston Police Department, right, and you said you warned him, there's I'm sorry, they didn't say an emergency. They said it's an energy out there. Be careful. I'm worried. That's the police department coming up with a narrative that probably never happened. You know what I'm saying? They coming up with something that never happened. So before Travis even got out there, when people saw the countdown, they started running up and all this stuff, and people were getting crushed. All of that was already chaotic before Travis Scott even had anything to do that. So if you engineering this whole event, you basically created a swell of a crowd that looked like a terrible error. The staff that they had there was inadequate. It was one person who could argue that maybe they could have stopped the show. But it's impossible to say what Travis Scott could do or whatever. You can't see. And with that type of chaos going on, you're going to keep playing because you can't see what's really going on unless it's right in front of your face. But the audience and regular people don't know that. So they're making Travis Scott out to be the bad guy in a situation he has no control over. So it angers me when I see people blame the black person when Live Nation should be getting the blame for this whole thing and how it was put together, and all of the people that had something to do with the event, how it was engineered and structured. They're the ones responsible, not the damn performing artists. Well, I don't know where Travis Scott careers goes from here, but now they've tainted him forever, and I believe Live Nation was responsible for that. That's my belief. They're responsible for trying to dump this thing on Travis Scott, and they're using their power and their resources to do so. That's the way I feel about it. So now you know. I was staying quiet because I didn't want to say nothing. I was a little pissed off about the situation altogether, but you wanted to know, so now you know. Thank you guys. Hit the like button, support the page. Thanks, dude, for the Cash App, man. You guys were great this weekend on the Cash App because they hadn't been sending out notifications or nothing this whole weekend. So, you know what it is. And definitely, thank you for subscribing to the page and for the Patreon. So we got more explosive stuff going on. Now we had Matt Barnes hit up this week. So he probably went crying to YouTube. But it didn't matter, he got it. And now it's time for you, Jack.